got retail and consignment. Kind of give you guys an idea if you're interested in doing consignment type business. You'll notice there's different places here. This is a very big place. And just wanted to show you businesses going on here, different things that people have in their booths. But consignment is a very good business idea if you're interested in doing this. Doesn't require a lot of product because your vendors will bring that in. Here's one that's setting up a booth now, working on that. But there's a lot involved on the back end because you have to have a lot of things set up and in place so that people will know where they stand when they bring their products in. Sometimes it's regarding to theft policy, and then of course you've got your rental fees, monthly fees, how you're going to do returns, and then you're going to have customers here long term, short term. You got to determine if you want to have them in 3 month, 6 month contracts or month to month. So there's all types of options here that are available here in this industry. As you see, there's different setups. But if you can find a warehouse, we have a pretty tall warehouse here. Kind of see there, it goes quite a bit higher. So it's 25,000 square feet. We have over 160 booths. A variety of different sizes. You're looking at 10 by 10s. And then with some of these items, you'll see that it's clothes to electronics to kitchen, gaming, variety of things that people put in their booths. This is the Christmas season, so you see a lot of Christmas items. Like a little Western store. Some of them really have unique themes to their booths. A lot of glassware, videos. That people can get all kinds of great ideas. But it's a good opportunity, good business opportunity for those of you who would like to start a consignment. You need to find the location, find out your rent, find out how many places you can make into an area of consignment that can create income to pay your rent, your overhead, your employees. Doesn't require very many employees, maybe 2 or 3, or just yourself and one other, depending on the size of the location. But I usually want to have somebody extra if somebody's sick, not feeling well. Notice we have all these paints. And some unique items like this here. But you'll find it's very fun at the consignment store. People bringing in products, things you want to purchase yourself that you've not seen in years. People are bringing out of their closets and unique places. But it's an idea that you may want to grab if you're interested in starting a business without having to have a lot of inventory. And if you wanted to add inventory, you can also go in and add things like pallets that you can purchase. You can buy pallets and get all kinds of product and just throw in some bins. And that gives you the opportunity to sell some items of your own and make some money besides your vendors coming in and putting items in the booths. Notice these are a little smaller here. Some of them even sell some signs, some homemade items that they've made themselves, handmade. And then you've got a nice booth here with a lot of different products and items to look at. So there's a lot of variety of things that you can do with these booths. A lot of opportunities. A lot of opportunities to make money with these as well. It's not a get rich, and it all depends on location. Location is important too. You can get into a place in the city, find a good location. If you can get it with low overhead, you can really be onto something good as far as having something with a lot of opportunities to to make money, because you say, we're out in the country in this location, but we still have a lot of customers. Took a little longer to build the business. People needed to find us on the backside of a big warehouse. And so it took a moment to kind of get us figured out where we're at. But now we see lots of people come through, have large crowds of people come through and make purchases from us. Sometimes on buses from different churches and different places throughout the state. But it's a great business to get into. It's a lot of fun, and a good point of sale system will help you keep up with this. Some people don't do that. They just do it strictly by keeping up with things on paper and tags. You'll notice there's tags hanging on a lot of these items, or stuck to a lot of these items. Like for instance on this suitcase, we use a software called Ricochet, and it creates these barcodes when the customers put their, or our vendors put their items in, so they're able to determine their sales, how much they want it to be, and they can keep up with this, and it sends it to them throughout an app, so they know exactly how much they've sold during the time that they've been active with us in consigning. So every month they get a report, they know exactly how much they've made, and it goes against the balance of whatever they owe for their booth. So they know what the balance is what they pay or what they earn each month, and we give a check to them each month. So there's a lot of great opportunities. This is the bins, for those that are interested in doing bins. Notice a lot of the products very similar, but great income of this. Great opportunities. We're set up for Christmas here, so we have a nice setup with Santa Claus here today. You can see our offices here. We built all of this once we purchased the building. See a few more of the booths. People have discounts in their booths, helps drive extra revenue. Some of these booths you find candy and household items. A lot of things you have to check with your state to make sure that you're doing your state properly, and your location properly with any type of food that you carry, drinks that you carry, or any vending that you do. You see we have glass cases as well for more expensive items. So this may be the thing for you if you're looking for a business without having to source a lot of inventory, and let your vendors do that for you. There's some video of our larger booths. These are 10 by 20s. You can see there's one vendor here, sells lots of books. She's got it set up quite nice. It's almost like a bookstore. But there's so many creative ideas some of these vendors have and the things that they do. And these are 10 by 10 here. And we have them as small as 6 by 8s. That's an empty one there. Can't give you an idea what I think this is a 10 by 12. We have a variety of sizes. We start out at 6 by 8s. We charge $1 a square foot. Now, if you're in a city, you may want to charge more than that. You've got more expenses to cover. Or if you're having to pay a huge rent or a lease or huge payments, that may be something you need to consider. Here's a booth that's being worked on right now. Products are starting to come in. More items, sporting goods in this particular booth. Unique items as well. It's another interesting booth. Some of them bring in their own shelving. Don't provide a lot of shelving for a lot of these items. Kind of look back down there, so you see it's a long way. We've organized this and built it out in a way where it's easy to navigate. Plenty of room without having to stumble over items, cause any kind of problems, anybody getting hurt. You'll see some vendors have just a wide variety of things. Lots of comics. Beanie Babies, baseball paraphernalia, baseball cards, some more unique items, tools. Let's talk about theft. Theft does happen in these stores. We have cameras to help prevent it, but still doesn't mean it doesn't happen. When vendors have things missing, sometimes it's just another booth. They can't locate it, or it's really stolen. We monitor as best we can, pull up cameras, find where these things might have happened, but you can't catch everything. So we have to put a disclaimer to make sure we're covered in these areas. Also, we have a handbook that we give to each of our vendors before they begin to vend with us, for expectations and rules, things that they can do, cannot do, for what works for us. So that's something you may want to consider if you're doing a consignment location. And do your homework. Go out and visit other consignment places. See if you can look online and find out what their handbooks look like online. They get associated with a web page, with a Facebook page, where you can get information to see what you need to do to best be comprehensive to solve a lot of your problems and headaches you could have prior to starting it. I hope you've enjoyed this information from Retail Reality. I'll have more videos, more conversations, but this is just an introductory video for consigning. There's a lot more places I could walk around in here. I'll try not to bore you with all of that, but I hope this has given you a little insight as to products and the things that we allow in our location. So with that, thanks for sticking around, checking out this video. Hope to hear from you again soon.